morning, Tottenham fans. Not long now, and Tottenham will be playing the biggest game of their season so far against Bodo Glimt, and it's going to be epic. I have mixed feelings. I have anxiety, stress, excitement, worry, but hope. Because we are so close to being in a European final, the second time in 6 years. But this time, we want to get over the line and lift that trophy. Can you imagine watching Sonny's face with a big grin on his face and lifting that European trophy? All the worries of the season for me will go away in that moment as I just take in this glory of a day. Let's hope anyway. So, who else is nervous about the game tomorrow? What's your thoughts? What's your predictions? How do you think this is going to pan out? There's been a lot of stories going around saying Bodo have got 5 players missing, and then I spoke to a few Bodo fans myself. They said there's 3 missing. I think 2 are suspended. They said another one of those suspensions is a sub player or something, and another one is injured, I think. So I think they've got 3 missing altogether. Conflicting stories all the time. People keep telling me different things. So we're never going to know until the team sheet is out, to be fair. But regardless of all that, it doesn't matter who they've got playing. We need to make sure we get a big win at home. And the reason why I say that, and I've looked thoroughly into Bodo Glimt, because I did a video about Bodo Glimt getting to the semi-final, and quite a few of them got offended because I didn't look into them as much as they wanted me to. I put the stats and facts out, but that wasn't good enough. So I want to speak a little bit about Bodo and say, this isn't going to be one of those games where you turn up and you win. It's going to be a very, very difficult match to win, even at home. The reason I say that, when I looked into them, they're very, very organised. I'm going to say that off the bat. Very organised. Very good at making space for each other. Very good at creating chances out of nothing. Very good at finishing chances. And like I said in my last video, they're very, very clinical. So if they came to our yard, I would suspect that they would play counter-attack football on us. And if they do so, and we are open as we have been in the league, they will punish us. So we cannot take this lightly at all. And it was great that when I heard Postecoglou and Maddison speaking today, because they were both saying the same thing. We're not going to take them lightly. They've done brilliantly to get to where they are already. So, you know, they're going to treat them like a semi-final opponent. It's a semi-final of a European competition. You're never going to have an easy game. So we need to take advantage of our home advantage. If we can get 2+ goals ahead of them before the away game, we stand more of a chance. If we come away from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with a draw or a loss, I can see us going to their ground and going out of the competition. I really can. We have the quality to do it. We have the players to change the game. I've heard that Sonny's not going to be fit for Thursday and maybe the second leg as well. So Maddison needs to step up. He's been getting, in my opinion, better and better and better every time I've seen him play. So hopefully Maddison can step up, start scoring some more goals as well. He scored 2 goals already for us. Start putting away some more chances. He's very good on the ball, very skillful. If Odegaard plays on the other side, he's very skillful. He can open up defences as well. So they need to feed Solanke, and if Richarlison plays, feed Richarlison as well. Need to feed the strikers. We need to get goals in this game. We played very well against Frankfurt in the first leg at home. We had chance after chance after chance and didn't put our chances away, and that could have cost us going away at Frankfurt. Luckily, we put in a dominant performance defensively to keep Frankfurt out, and we ended up going through. But if we don't put our chances away in the home leg in this game and we come away with a draw, going away to Bodo Glimt with the artificial pitch, drop in temperature, it could be a very, very hard day, and I'd be very, very nervous going into that, 100%. So James Maddison has been talking before the game as well, and he got asked about Ange Postecoglou. Are the players still behind him? I'll read out what he said. He said, "We are behind the manager 100%. I think he's a great man. We have had a poor season, especially in the league. We've been very good in Europe, but the league season has been unacceptable." So he's acknowledging the season's not been great. But he's also saying that Europe is now a priority, basically. That's basically what he's saying. He said, "He's my manager, he's my gaffer, and I respect him an awful amount. The narrative of Postecoglou's job being under threat is something we players are trying to keep away from because it's not healthy. I just know that I come into work every day and I see the lads listening and taking on the messages of how he wants us to play and doing the best for this club. And we're in a real good position in Europe where we can still have a special season under his management. I will continue to do that until the day he isn't here." Now, that's really good to hear. I love hearing things like that. But we've all got to remember as well, he's not exactly going to say the opposite, is he? He's not going to come out and say, "No, we're not behind him. We just want to win a trophy. Ange doesn't know what he's doing." He's not going to say that, is he? But it's good that they're coming out and still, I want to believe that he means that and he's telling the truth. And he does want to play for Ange, and they do want to take this competition seriously and win it. I do honestly think the players as well honestly believe that they can win this as well. He said, "When you get to the end of your career and you look back, there's not many times a player has been in European semi-finals, maybe once or twice if you're lucky. We need to use that. We are in the final four of a massive competition in Europe, and use that to have a great tie on Thursday and in Bodo as well. We've got a real special opportunity. There's obviously been a lot of talk about form and being a poor season, but we have the opportunity to do something very special. We've earned it and we deserve to be here. It's a challenge and we're going to relish it." It sounds like he's saying all the right things, and I really hope that they put that on the pitch on Thursday. I really do. Because if Spurs turn up, we all know if the good Spurs turn up, then Spurs will get a win on Thursday. I really believe that at home, with the crowd behind us, and I believe the crowd are going to be amazing on Thursday as well. I know a few people that are going. They're all going to be screaming for the players. I think it's going to be a very good atmosphere, and I think Spurs will thrive off that, and I think they will win. So, my prediction for this game, I'm going to go for... I can't see us keeping a clean sheet, even though we kept a clean sheet against Frankfurt and only conceded one against Frankfurt, and they're a decent side. I'm going to say 3-1 to Spurs in the home leg, but I'm also going to say right now 3-1 to Spurs at home means the tie is not over yet. I still think that with just a 2-goal lead, that's possible for Bodo to claw that back in the second leg if we're not on our game. On the artificial pitch, we're not used to it. It could cause us massive problems. And Bodo are very, very good on that pitch. So they beat some very big teams on that pitch. So, yeah, 3-1 I'm going to go for at home. That means the tie's not over. And it's still going to be difficult from there. But if we, like I said, if we come away from this, a draw or a loss, it's going to cause us massive problems going away. And for some reason, I just can't see. Well, I can. We did it against Frankfurt. It's hard. Like, I couldn't see us going through against Frankfurt away, but we did. So it's going to be. It's not going to be as easy as everyone thinks. That's all I'm going to say. And thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think and what your score predictions are. And come on, you Spurs.